Welcome to another episode of HotCox. I'm Hotbit.
All right.
And I'm here with Dakota. And we are joined by Wee.
Hi there.
You're here in studio with us. What do you think of our representation of you?
I mean, I look pretty good there.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good in that BTS
That's
hoodie.
all I can say.
Yeah. Good choice of attire.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
And
I just woke up. So.
I've never actually known how to pronounce your name. Is it Aliwi Omar?
Yeah, Aliwi Omar. That's
Okay.
fine.
Olivia
All right.
Omar. Where are you coming from right now? You said it's early where you are. Where are you podcasting in from?
It's I'm in Romania. It's actually 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Okay.
All right.
And you're this is the first time we're actually live on a podcast with you. So, big honor, I know.
Yeah, great. I mean, I don't really like live interviews, but this is fine.
This is a good thing
Because
because this is
nobody
not an
can see
interview.
me. You know?
Yeah, man.
This is not an interview. This is a conversation with friends.
We got some
Oh,
stuff to
yeah, of
talk
course.
about.
Sure.
We felt that you were a safer bet to have live instead of Swindle. We weren't sure what that guy was going to say, so we were just we made sure that was pre-recorded and we edited out all the bad stuff. He was ranting about all the players he hates, all the drama. So we cut that out of the show last time.
But there was lots of good stuff, and we have that episode already live on our SoundCloud. It's up on the Beyond the Summit YouTube if you want to see Swindle's take on some of the early roster leaks.
Yeah. And we have breaking news, right?
Breaking news.
Didn't breaking news just happen? We before we get to you and talking about the subjects about you, we have to talk about this stuff that just came out just now.
The Zai thing, right?
Yeah, Zai and PPD.
Oh,
Let's just read the
out, right? I mean,
Yeah,
who
they're
knows?
out.
Were they kicked? Were they released? Did they get the card? What happened?
I don't
I mean,
know.
he was definitely kicked, dude.
Definitely kicked.
Yeah, so we'll see. The statement is PPD. This is a statement from PPD saying, removing myself from the CEO position at Evil Geniuses was a personal decision based entirely on my desires, both personally and professionally. He says personal twice, so. Over the course of my playing and management career at EG, I have become attached to an organization as well as the countless supporters of our rosters. Shout out to the fans. And leaving EG will be bittersweet, but ultimately I see nothing but a successful future for both myself and the organization I am leaving behind. I want to thank all of the staff and teammates who I have been fortunate to work with over the last 4 years and will continue to wish them nothing but continued success. So, not a surprise. We knew PPD was forming his own team, and we knew it was going to be a little weird to do that while he's CEO of
It feels like
of an
he just
organization.
does so much. Like, I don't know how the hell he was even managing to be a CEO at all. It seems like he suddenly
So-
has all these creative juices to do
Yeah,
vlogs,
exactly.
to do shows, and
Wait,
host
so
tournaments and play.
Weeha, are you ever going to be the CEO of your own team? Are you the CEO right now?
I don't think that's a thing for me, dude.
No?
I'm not that type of guy, no.
You're not a CEO kind of guy?
I just like to chill and play. That's my thing.
Does your team is your team a registered organization or is it just a team right now?
Well, not yet.
Oh,
It's
not
just,
yet? Okay.
5 dudes.
He said yet, so.
He's like, what I do is I go out there, I beat ass in Dota, I chill, and I have people just pay for me to play under their name or something like that.
Okay.
That
That
seems
Give me
about
that.
right.
What is the name of your team? Because it wasn't announced. It was just you just announced the 5 players.
Mm-hmm.
To recap for those that don't know, the 5 players are Team Dota, Cancel, Kazu, Wee, and Saxa.
Yep, we don't have a name yet, though.
No name.
No.
Huh,
We
okay.
haven't decided yet. We haven't even talked about it, actually.
No one suggested anything yet.
Well,
But seeing as there's 3 mid players in this team, it might have something to do with that. Like the
Okay.
name.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
Dakota,
I
do
don't know,
you have
maybe
any?
like mid boys or something. I
well,
don't
you know what? It's okay, because Ken and I took it upon ourselves. We tried to see if we could come up some good team names for you here, and I got to say, maybe Ken will do justice for us because mine are just dreadful right here.
I'm thinking of them right now. I did not
I
come
can't wait
up
to
with
hear
this.
All right, now I'll start with some of the terrible ones, the low-hanging fruit that's out there. This is obviously a roster of some strong talent and a lot of mid laners, so I went with the early team midder feed. It's a low-hanging fruit.
You can make the E's and feed 3s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mid
saying?
or feed.
Mid or
that makes it
feed.
better, but it's
F3-3D.
still awful. I'm sorry, dude.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
all
That
right.
that one's
That-
cut.
not that one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next.
Do you got one? Or, okay, I'll go. These are again terrible.
No,
terrible
no.
ones.
Stop. Come on. Let's.
Team
That's just you.
digitally infamous secret.
Digitally infinite secret.
All right, ready? How about
Okay.
team No More Secrets?
No more secrets. What
All right.
about that?
That's enough with the secret meme ones. I had to get those out there. Now, how about team Mildly European?
Mildly European.
What does that mean, dude?
That means
There are
some
four
of you are European and some of you are not, right? I think. How many Europeans do you have on your team?
We're
4.
4 Europeans.
4.
Yeah.
So 80% European.
That's pretty mild.
Can you name your
Mildly
team
European.
80% European? How about that?
All right,
I think
not a fan.
Peruvians
Sorry,
are
I
considered
saved-
Europeans too.
I saved my best one for last.
Okay.
Team Bach and Lotus Tomato.
Tomato.
Team BLT.
BLT. BLT.
All right, Ken, show me something better for these
That's
guys.
good. That's
How
good,
about digital organization? It's the opposite of DC. You like that?
That's dull.
Digital organized.
Digitally organized.
Digitally organized.
I'm gonna have to pass, dude.
No.
No.
What
I would
was
actually like to be called Team Solo Mid, but of course, you can't take it anymore. It's
Team
already
Solo Mid, yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah.
TSM. It's a pretty pronounced
That's a
company and
secret.
team, and yeah.
team tri-lane mid? Mid has a lot of people in it now these days, so maybe you do need 3 mid players. So
I shared something like try mid or something.
try mid, yeah. That's not a
Okay.
bad idea.
All right. Well, we look forward to what kind of name you come up with, and I hope it's better than any of those for sure. Better
But
than
you're not playing mid.
Yeah.
According to this, you have you're playing 4. So tell us
Yep.
about that.
Well, after getting second place in TI6, I kind of, like, obviously it showed in my performance as well, lost my passion to play mid. I just always wanted to play support. It just feels better because I like to cast spells. That's just my playstyle. So it just fits me better. Playing mid right now is just like you just have to play these carry type of heroes. Just you gotta hit creeps. You gotta not die. Well, I don't like that. I'm a killer, you know. I like to kill people and I like to die while doing it. So
Now we in the
Can't be a
past
mid player.
we knew you to be a big specialist with obviously Meepo, and you used to play a load of Earth Spirit, especially when Earth Spirit was like mega OP back in the day. But when I used to fiend those Earth Spirit games, because I'm a huge Earth Spirit fan myself, you used to play a lot of that roaming aggressive, what would have been 4 position, pain in the ass to the mid laner kind of Earth Spirit. Are we going to be seeing more of that again? More just roaming aggression.
I mean, now I'm just gonna go and I'm either gonna die 10 times in the first 10 minutes, or I'm gonna get 10 kills in the first 10 minutes. There's no in between. That's just me.
Ruthless.
Like,
I like
that's
that.
how it's gonna be.
Okay. Eric, do you think we could turn up the speaker, the in-house one, just slightly? So when
the
you
main
played mid,
reason
you said you lost
I
your
started-
passion, right, for playing mid. Do you remember the moment when you're like, oh, I don't want to play mid next season?
I think it was around Team Secret. Yep.
What? Like when did you actually realize you wanted to play 4?
Yeah, because you definitely had some
I think
highlighting
before
moments.
Shanghai Major.
Okay, so that's
Tournaments before Shanghai.
that's a long time ago.
Yep.
Was there ever a mid player you played and you were just like, man, I don't want to play against this guy ever again?
Not really. I like the challenge. I like playing against good players, especially if like they do really good against me. and,
By the
like, they
way,
kill
we
me.
have we got even more news that's coming out right now.
Ooh.
Are you guys following what's happening on Twitter?
I'm not following shit right now, so please fill
All
me
right,
in.
all right.
What's
Let me just load up. Apparently, they have announced an EG roster. Is that what
Ooh.
people are telling me?
The main EG roster is revealed.
I think so.
We
I'm
heard
looking.
speculation.
I'm looking. Do you see it anywhere?
I don't see shit, man.
Okay, hold on.
He's like, I'm trying
Did
to
we
be
get you baited by our production? Are they trolling us?
I was like, I'm trying to be a responsible. Like,
I'm sorry,
participant
Weha.
in the show and just watch
we want
the
you to get
show.
on the show, and then immediately
Fiend.
there's,
Just
there's
as
new
you're on the
Fiend.
show. Yeah.
So I'm still looking for that. But in the meantime, do you want to? I kind of want to ask you to continue that question. I don't know if you actually answered it. I was kind of browsing to try and find the more roster information. But
Yeah, I mean, you had a lot of great signature moments. I remember back when you were on Secret for Nanyang. That's when like the Wii Ranger really came into its prime a bit. I can't remember timeline-wise if that's when you personally felt like you were growing out of the mid lane a bit, but do you feel like as you move forward in this new position, you're not going to have any regrets stepping out of what many would consider kind of like the spotlight? I don't know. When I look at a Dota team, or when many look at a Dota team, they might see the mid lane player as like the lead vocalist in a rock band or whatever. But do you think you're going to be able to still make that heavy impression in the position 4, and you're not going to regret stepping away?
I don't think mid players take the spotlight every single time. It just happens to be most of the time, but I don't know. It's different right now, just because of these new heroes that are being played mid right now. They need a lot of help. They need a lot of support, so they can't do shit if they're at 4 position and 5 position don't make the plays to make them.
I mean, that's got to be a huge advantage for you then, because you were just a seasoned vet now, being in that mid lane. You're going to be coming into that lane knowing what your mid laner is going to be needing. Which who is it? It's not Tomato playing the mid lane. It's going to be, is it Cancel?
According to this, it's Cancel.
Cancel in the mid lane. So you're going to know how to be able to help out Cancel in those times of need. So that's a nice strength.
He's my boy.
Yeah, man.
And he's Romanian too. I've known him personally for 2-3 years, probably more. And I've played a lot of LANs with him. I'm really used to him. Like,
nice.
Playing with him. So we have that synergy going.
That's gonna be nice.
A lot of teams have the 4-position shot call. Are you going to be the one shot calling, or is it going to be Saxa?
I might be. We have not scrimmed yet because obviously Timaro is in South America, so it's kind of hard for him to play with us.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, what are the plans with that?
Yeah, how is that going to work?
Are you just going to be playing with him remotely and trying to work with the lag? Are you guys trying to figure out a way to come together? What's plans with Tomato?
Well, at the moment we're talking with some sponsors. We're like negotiating back and forth, and after that is done, we will get a boot camp in Europe. Either that, or if like worst case, I'm just gonna get Timaro, get him to my house, get him my couch and another PC, because I have another PC.
Dang, that's cool. All right, that's good. That's a good way to help out a bro. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I was ready to jump to the point. How did that come to be? How did you guys just say, let's get Tomato? You know, he obviously was amazing on his time for Infamous, was a great standout player for the team. Was it just his performance there alone that you guys are like, hey, want to come ring with us? How did you guys end up working with Tomato?
Well, I watched his interviews from the last from TI, and I watched him play too, and I think he has a lot of potential, and I really liked him from the interviews. He seems like a pretty well disciplined, mannered type of guy.
So you wanted him from the interviews?
Dang.
From the post-game interviews?
All right, so S4's got to step up his game. All those players, they got to step up their interview game if they want to get picked up by the pros these days, you know?
I mean, that's funny.
I mean, obviously, he's a really talented player. I saw him play, so...
Give us some insight about... So, last TI, when you guys finished second, there wasn't much, post-TI shuffle for you. You guys already kind of knew you were mostly sticking together or keeping relatively the same roster, but... What is that time like immediately after TI? I know it's like a crazy kind of like feeding frenzy roster shuffle craziness where all the players are talking to each other immediately after the finals are over or even before that. So can you describe what that atmosphere is like for everyone?
I mean, I wasn't very involved in it last year because, we played the grand finals and we just like went to the after party and that was it for me. I didn't get to talk to anyone. I just left early at the after party, and basically all I did was just get offers while I was home. That's it. I didn't talk about shuffles about anything to anyone.
He's not there with really the actual sharks. Like when we're there and we go to the after party,
they're all just talking to each other. Yeah,
they're running around to the different little cliques. Like, hey guys, what's going on? Hey,
if you go to midnight.
If you go to
midnight snack,
it's
if you go to midnight snack, you see all the people talking to each other, and you're just like, oh my god, this is like a dream scenario for any reporter that wants to report stuff.
Yeah, why is maybe over there talking to
pro
DC?
Players. If you get first or second place at the after party, no one's kind of gonna talk to you. Like,
right.
They're all, in a different boat or something. At least that's what it feels like.
Speaking about your second place, so right now every TI you've went to, you've finished second, so that's quite a high average finish. But a famous player Chuan once said, really enjoy the finals that you play in because it's going to go by really fast. Is that how you feel about it right now? Looking back on playing in TI finals, is it almost like what is your memory of it?
I have a pretty good memory of it, mostly because it was like the biggest moment of my life, kind of. But I mean, it never really fades away, the feeling. Feeling is still there, but it kind of shadows the other tournaments and stuff, the small tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, this TI didn't have that much motivation. After last year, when I got second place, I didn't feel that good after, because the reason why I started playing Dota was just to win TI, right?
Right.
And then I get so close, and I'm like, shit. Now what? I just got second place. It's kind of feels good, but at the same time, like I was so close, it feels really really bad. Like I'd rather get last place and go next year with like the same motivation rather than get second place and go next year with like no motivation almost.
I see.
So that's what I'm trying to fix with this 4 position switch.
Well, I remember
'Cause-
your famous quote about "No one's gonna stop me. I'm gonna make it to TI," and people made fun of you then for that.
Yeah.
And now, do you feel the same way as you did before TI6?
I mean, right now I'm really hungry. I'm really ready to play. I have so much to learn, and I can't wait to get involved, to get in there.
Do you get an extra bit hungry when you're watching TI from home and seeing everyone compete from there? I believe we'd ask something similar to Swindle, and it definitely can invigorate you a bit. But do you get any sort of that envious feeling, the jealous feeling? What's that like?
Well, it's a hard feeling seeing people that you are playing against all the time become millionaires while you are just sitting at home doing nothing, right? But I mean, I didn't really watch that many games. I just watched Liquid. I knew Liquid was gonna win. Like I've told everyone, GH is a god. I've been saying it for 3 years or something. No, not really 3 years. Not like half year, because I played with him in Dota 1, him and his friends, and his brother. So yeah, I just watched GH. Obviously, it felt pretty bad, but I rooted for him, and they did it. I'm happy for them.
What's your
Yep.
setup at home when you watch TI? Do you just have multiple monitors? You get some food and you just chill there and watch all day, or do you? Some players like playing during TI. They just kind of like keep their head down. But what about you?
I mean, I was just playing Dota, and when Liquid played, I have this big TV. I just put it on. I have a PlayStation 2, so I can watch Twitch on it, and I just lay there watching TI. I guess bring some friends over.
Are you proud of your pad there? I noticed I was looking at my office at home, and I'm like, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks pretty gnarly. I mean, it's not like girls are going to come in and drop their panties once they see all my nerdy shit, but would you say, Weehaw, you're pretty proud of your battle station at home, or do you think you are, I don't know, would love more out of it?
I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah.
It's kind of a random question, but I never get to ask players at all.
Do you play any games on your PlayStation?
Yeah, of course.
What do you play?
Well, that's what I have it. I play. I mean, I played a bit of Rocket League, but I can't get used to it on the controller. But I play some. What's it called? The Last Guardian. I play Dark Souls.
Okay.
It's a console gamer.
What
He's
else?
a console gamer.
I mean, he's a sick, nasty Rocket League player.
Are you really good at Rocket League?
I'm on PC, yeah, on keyboard and mouse.
Okay, if there was a Rocket League MMR for us Dota folk, what would you be in Rocket League MMR?
Yeah, give us the comparison.
Like 6.57k.
You'd be 7K in Rocket League? That's pretty good.
I mean, I'm the highest rank there is at the moment, but
Oh.
Wait, what?
Would you say there's
People
10K
are-
MMR Rocket League players?
Did you say you're the
Yeah, of
highest
course.
ranked in Rocket League right now?
no. I said I'm just the highest rank there is. But obviously, it's like MMR. There's literally an MMR in this game.
Oh, okay.
And the guys at the top are like just insane. Like if you see them, I cannot believe what they're doing in this game. And I'm pretty sure that's what like 2K players feel about watching Dota as well.
No, are you
Like
kidding
watching
me?
pro players.
2K players are... It's all my teammates' fault. I should... They don't even get it.
Have you played in any tournaments for Rocket League or ever thought about playing in a tournament for Rocket League?
Yeah, I wanted to join the last tournament, the DreamHack, the Rocket League, but we actually, unfortunately, stayed in the tournament for too long. I thought we were just gonna get on first day and
You wanted to get eliminated the
just go
first
and
day.
play Rocket League. Yeah,
He's like, I'm just
I
too
even
good.
told Blitz to sign me up,
That's funny.
That's cool.
but
Okay.
just kept winning and like, oh shit, what's happening? I don't know.
Mad respect to the multi-talented gaming title gamers out there. That's cool.
Would you say that Rocket League's your best non-Dota game?
Yep.
Yeah?
Maybe CS:GO.
Maybe what?
Maybe CS:GO. CS:GO
CS:GO?
or Rocket League.
Are you global?
Not yet, sadly.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's
I
your
mean, I
best?
suck. I'm
What's
not
your
cool.
best non-Dota game? Is
Me?
it StarCraft? Yeah, you.
It's either by percentage of players, probably Brood War or Smash, probably.
Brood War or Smash? All right, cool.
What
Do
about you?
Do you play Smash only on those TVs? Those like big.
The CRTs?
Yeah.
Ideally, it's on a CRT, but you can actually play it on the computer now. There's like an adapter that lets you play NetPlay, and there's a thing called Faster Melee that lets you play online. I actually told Ake that, and he's like at home probably playing right now. But funny story, Kuroki's actually really good at Smash.
Really?
Yeah.
And that game looks so much fun.
It
if
is.
You get good at it, but if you're not good, it feels like it would be really awful.
I
like
feel like
smashed by everyone.
I feel like Dota 2 and Smash Melee have a lot in common with the kind of crossover. It's a very similar game, like the way it plays. It's like mechanically and how the players match up and stuff. It's really cool. A lot of the Dota players play, funnily enough, like MSS, Aoi, Ake, all those guys play.
Yeah, there's a good crossover there for sure.
Do you play any fighting games?
I mean, I play Mortal Kombat. That's it.
Mortal Kombat, okay.
Mortal Kombat.
Who's your
that's
guy?
that's
Say it
not
like
a
that.
fighting game, right? So
Oh, I'm
low
just
tier
asking.
fighter.
that's
You
just
know?
for fun. Or some UFC, you know.
Who's your guy in Mortal Kombat?
I don't know, the Thunder guy. Forgot his
Raiden?
name.
Are you a Raiden guy?
Yeah.
You like the gong hat? Reminds me of my people. I like that one.
Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck he says. That's a classic.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about post TI and the new roster. When you form a new roster, what do you look for when you're scrimming with the players for the first time? Like, what aspects of personality or communication or skill do you most pay attention to?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't do it while scrimming. When I'm looking out for players, that's when I look at what I want. Basically, I want them to be hungry. I want them to want to play, want to win. Like, for example, there's some old players that I don't think you can play with them anymore because they just don't want to. They don't have the same motivation as a 16-year-old dude who just started playing and is now AK, something like that. But obviously, he has to be disciplined. He has to understand his position in the team. He has to be willing to learn and stuff like that. Basically, what I was in the beginning. That's what I look for. I don't know how to put it in words. I'm kind of bad at it, so.
Nah, that makes sense. He's looking for the fire.
Well,
The eye of the tiger.
would you
these
say
kids.
second place kills your fire more than anything else?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. What did you do? Were you just like complacent? Did you
I felt good and bad at the same time. I was laughing while crying, or something like that. I don't know how you say it.
Phil's great bad man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you get distracted? Too many fangirls?
No, that was not an issue.
Not an issue. Okay.
I focused on my Dota.
Oh,
Bro.
I see. Yeah, but I mean, I saw those. You have those Meepo girls, right? The 5 of them that dress up like Meepo. They're probably fans of you, right? You're the best Meepo player.
I don't know if that's still up there anymore, but I'm trying to get it back.
Okay. Who do you think's number 1 right now then? If it's not you.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't know, because nobody has played Meepo competitively, so I can't tell.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
it's coming back.
it's coming back. It's going to come back in the 4 position. That's what I'm going to ask.
It's already back, dude. Like,
Support
my last
Meepo?
game was a
You can roam every
50-minute
lane. at the
Diffusal,
same
Blink,
time.
Hex, Aegis, so I don't know.
All right.
Are we gonna see will we see you supporting with Meepo at some point this season?
Honestly, you might.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's
I
not
like
something
that.
they can really
It's
burst ban or
something
anything
I've
like
practiced for a long time, and I've gotten pretty famous for it.
Yeah, we've seen
one point.
dabbles of it throughout
I wanna
Dota
see it.
competitive play. Like
You know?
I think like a No-Tail did it very briefly when he was. I wouldn't say even on his Secret when he was on that first edition of Secret. It's been experimented, but I welcome it back. It's
You know who
something-
did it?
Who did
It was I was playing Balkan Bears, and there was this guy Lizard.
Lizard. Yeah, yeah.
Remember?
He's a freak.
He
He'll
was
I
play.
don't know
in
who that is.
some
he's a-
Serbian team or something, and they ran this 4 position Meepo every single game, and he'd just be insane. Like he was just playing out of his mind.
the Chen
You just get
guy?
level fast 2 Meepos, keep one top, one bottom, and just fuck you up. He fakes going bottom, then he poofs top, they TP and fucking kills you. Like, okay, I'm done. Get me out.
Lizard's like
Something like
he's
that.
a micro lord. He has his own
I saw the
personal
video,
stream.
right, yeah,
he like
the
plays
video
the
of him, yeah.
harmonica while he's playing Meepo. He's played 2 heroes at once and then has an argument with himself inside the game.
He's the guy that like he roams with like was he the guy with Enchantress or the Chen, or I forget which guy it was, but he was the.
He's
I
playing.
remember.
He's playing Wisp and one more hero at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's insane.
He's got a lot of practice. That's why he's really good at it.
Okay.
How come we don't get to see him on like a pro team? Has he not been put into a mix of the right players? Does he not have the desire to be a pro? I mean, you might not know him too much on a personal level, but we see stuff like that, and you're kind of like, how come a team hasn't been like, hey, why don't we try to utilize those kind of skills?
I actually don't really know. I don't know him that well, but I mean, obviously he's good at this game, and I'm pretty sure if he was really willing to become a pro player, he would get picked up. But I think he just does not have the desire to play. That's what I get from.
I'll send him some props. He's super entertaining. You should check out the Lizard stream.
Yeah, he is.
Swindle said that a lot of times when it comes to joining teams, it's a lot about opportunity and how the other pros perceive you. So maybe, he just needs people to think he's good, and then he'll get an invite. Do you feel that's the kind of case? Weha, did you have a issue with joining kind of like upper tier teams until you had that one kind of like signature season?
Obviously, it was pretty hard because you need a lot of luck. Mostly, people need to know you. They need to hear about you, and then the right spot needs to open up for you, and so on. And I got pretty lucky with Secret, but I don't know. I kind of felt it after the TI5. I saw Sumail. He just dominated everyone. He's the new guy.
Yeah.
He just won DAC. He won TI, and I just had a feeling. I just knew, like, if this doesn't happen now, it's never gonna happen. And
I see.
Just saw it happen. Yeah.
What would you say? Not to ask too much about DC's last year, but obviously a disappointing year. You guys had some success early on in the season, but didn't qualify for TI. What would you say was the issue there, and what did you learn from that whole experience?
During DC, or this year?
During DC, kind of like after the big success at TI6.
Well, we did pretty well after TI6.
Yep.
We got 4th place at Boston. We lost some tournaments, I think, but then we won ESL Genting.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I don't know what happened. I mean, to me, it felt like we all just kind of gave up on the idea of playing Dota. That's kind of it.
It was a hard work, kind of like volume kind of thing, you think?
Yeah, maybe we played too many tournaments. Maybe we just got burned out. Maybe we just had too many things in our minds. I don't know. But me personally, I know I just didn't feel like playing that much. And
it's interesting the line between success and failure is so thin, because I mean, you guys, if you win that Chinese, what was it, Galaxy Battles, the one where you're in the final with Newbie.
Yeah.
If you guys win that series, you probably get invited to TI, and Newbie finished second at TI. So I mean that's pretty close to getting a direct invite. Right?
Yeah, Dota's crazy.
And we lost it 3-0, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Fine.
But
so that was The problem was that we didn't know we have to play any qualifiers. We wanted to play EU qualifiers because we were a European team for quite some time. We were bootcamping in Europe and since DC, we were a European team basically.
Europe was also the easier qualifier.
I mean, I didn't even know about that. Like, they wouldn't even play it out. But the thing is, we had it all kind of planned out for Europe. And after Galaxy Battles, we hear this: if you win finals, you go to TI. If you don't, you don't.
Huh.
So then after finals is over, they tell us that we have to play qualifiers, and we're okay. And then they tell us, okay, you have to play NA qualifiers. And then we're like, well, now we have 2 days to go back home and then fly to NA and then straight up play, So that felt really bad.
Crazy.
It impacted us quite a lot, I think, because we were all we just came from China to Europe to America, It was really, really bad.
Do you think that the reason why it had to be NA was because you guys played the NA region for a lot of the other events? But I don't remember you guys having to qualify from any of the other events.
I think we played the qualifier for DreamHack and one more tournament in NA from the Summit House. But I don't know why. I don't actually remember why.
Maybe next year, just inform Valve really early about your region decision. Probably
Of
like
course, we
months.
did learn our lessons. So we're a new team now, anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say there shouldn't be too much debate.
Who's your manager?
Now.
Who's your manager and coach? Do you guys have one yet?
Yeah.
Yes, but I do not want to reveal that yet.
Oh shit. Okay.
Secret
This
code.
is a manager leak. So manager drama leak. Oh shit.
That makes me believe it might be someone of notable someone.
They're stealing a manager from someone.
That's all good. That's all good.
It's okay. It's all right. You know, if you want to drop that anytime later in this podcast, we're happy to do breaking news. I want to be sourced. That's my goal for this whole podcast, to be sourced on ESPN or The Score, where they say revealed on HotCox podcast. They have to say HotCox on the thing.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know, man.
That would be great.
I just can't wait to see OG Rezo.
OG Reza. Are you confirming that leak then? Is that what
I'm
you're doing?
not confirming anything. I've played against him.
He's like, I'm just getting
I've played-
excited
All
like
right,
everyone
okay.
else,
All right,
potentially.
listen, I played against him in pubs. I played 2 games in a row, and he played mid. He picked 2 heroes. He picked Invoker first game, and the next game he picked Alchemist, which is, I mean, so obvious.
He picked
That is
Alchemist? Okay.
Those sound like a couple of heroes that OG like to run,
so-
really.
Yeah, they sound like OG heroes to me. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Rezo was like prom queen at TI.
He's
You
gonna
know?
be their mid player, man.
Everyone was
gonna-
like, "Oh my God, Rezo."
I mean, he did really well at TI.
He
carried.
did.
I mean, he didn't carry. He got carried, and he carried as well. They
Yeah.
all played really well on Empire.
I do feel they got outdrafted in the games that they played when they played Liquid, right? They got outdrafted pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what was in their mind. You can never tell. Maybe they just had a plan and it didn't work. Maybe they wanted those heroes and it didn't work. But yeah,
Okay.
So
I don't know. I'm
Rezo,
still that happy though. He couldn't make it to TI.
Rezo upgrade for OG? Are you feeling like that's the consensus here?
I think so. I mean,
I don't
Not
know.
taking anything away from Ana, of course. Very young player. He's obviously taking the time to step away and probably get back into school or do some personal life stuff. He's got a long life ahead of him to still do some competitive gaming if he'd like. But Rezo's a seasoned vet. He's been in the big show. Can't help but feel like this is obviously going to be a good upgrade for him.
The thing is, you can obviously compare players. Like you can compare Rezo and Ana, but knowing how good Rezo can be for OG compared to Ana for OG, that's complicated. You never know how these things go.
yeah, people thought
It depends so much on a lot of there's so many things in factor. It's really hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
people thought
But
that way
they can
about
have
Secret.
similar playstyles, so we'll see.
If you had to make a ranking of mid players, and you have to leave yourself off of it, how would you do it? Your list is Rezo number 1, Sumail number 1.
I would say. I mean, I don't know. I know people won't take this very nice, but I think number 1 is Limp. I've played against him, and
Limp, huh?
I've-
Okay.
I played against him a long time ago. He was honestly pretty bad, and after a while, like 3-4 months pass, and he's just just insane, just playing out of his mind. I don't know. I've never felt I couldn't play against him. It was just too good. I didn't feel that way playing against any other mid player. I played against Sumail. I played against every mid player in this pro scene, and Limp was just something else. It was just
Wow.
on another level. But I don't know.
I would love to
what-
see
what
Limp
he's
be a
doing.
breakout mid laner for sure. There are a couple of rumors on some of the
is Limp on a
suspected
team?
teams.
Is
There's
Limp on a
just-
team?
There's rumors, but there's been nothing
What-
confirmed as of yet.
What team is he on?
But
I don't know.
I would imagine he's definitely going to get gobbled up
Pretty
by
sure
some
he's on
team.
complexity, dude.
Oh, you think
Oh,
he's on
Complex. Oh,
complexity?
are you leaking rosters again?
I'm not thinking.
What is that? Are
I
you
have
on?
no idea.
That's not announced. Is that?
I mean,
is that
I
a,
don't.
is that a
I don't
roster?
know
That's not
if he's on
confirmed.
call, but he seems like a call type of guy.
Okay, a call type of guy.
He-
All
yeah,
right.
he does look
I see
pretty good in
Melon's in
that.
the chat. I hope he finds a good team. Oh, come on, dude.
Melon's in the
He's
I
in
mean-
the chat. I hope he finds
he have
a
a
good
smiley
team.
face there?
No, there's no smiley face. I think he's just genuinely concerned about Limp's future prospects. They have a lot of
Good teammates,
connection.
right?
He seems to fit well with Cole. Cole, they got Zach. He's a great Wisp player. We used to know Limp play a lot of that tiny game a bit. There's good history there. I wouldn't mind seeing him back in that black, red, and
Okay,
white
so
jersey
if
again.
Limp's number 1, who's your number 2?
Number 2,
Yeah.
that's pretty tough. I think it's a fight between like no one.
No one. Okay.
Who else was it? Actually, it's just no one. I think.
Okay. So you put
Like,
no one over
maybe-
Sumail.
Yeah.
This is a hot take right here.
I mean, Sumail's good. Don't get me wrong. Sumail's really good.
No, I like that you have
But
opinions.
no one's just.
A lot of people are like, oh, they're all good.
It's just different style. I think
Mhm.
no one's playstyle just works better against me than Sumail's playstyle.
I see. Okay. And then number 3.
I mean, it has to be Sumail, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be Sumail. I mean,
He's
there
proved
was a
that
guy that
playing
won TI that we're not talking about right now. Right?
Wait, who was it? Was it it was Matumba, man, dude. Come on, he plays like monkey. He plays druid. He's not a mid player, man. He's a carry player playing mid.
No, I got you. I was baiting you. It's good. Okay, so number 3, you have.
I asked him what he's doing. He's like, I just pick Lycan and I just heal up. Like, okay, that's great, man.
No secrets there.
Okay.
I mean, no, he's not bad. Don't get me wrong. So
What about the Chinese players? Do you ever look at their mid players or their 4 position players?
I don't think Chinese players can play mid at all. I don't
Whoa.
know, man.
Who's maybe? Who's
It just
SCCC?
feels that way.
These guys are just-
SCCC, man.
I mean, obviously they're good. They're all good, and I'm not in no position at the moment to like blame them or anything. But it just felt that way. Every time I play against China, it's just different.
Okay.
There's no fear, you know. There's no like YOLO stuff. They're all so patient. They never like overextend. They just sit there. They just sit there. They know I'm just gonna get this creep. Oh shit, you died. That's fine. I'm just gonna get the next one. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna ferry another salve.
Just
and
little
so on. While if you
meticulous
play against
machines.
no one, you're just gonna die 10 times in 3 minutes if you fuck up once. You know?
No risk,
yeah.
no reward coming out from them, I guess.
Well, they are going to win TI next year. China's going to win TI, right?
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah, it'll be China TI. So don't you feel that your team should play from the Chinese region next year? Move to China.
that would be the smart choice.
That'd be the
right?
ultimate choice, right? That'd be sick. They wouldn't let you in. They'd be like, no, we're keeping TI to ourselves. You're not allowed in here.
Perfect World's like, yeah, we'll rep you. We'll be happy to rep you. You know, just give me all your money, or we'll
We just
figure out
look at
these
this year,
numbers.
man. There was 5 Chinese teams and 1 European team in the top 6, and the EU team won.
Whoa.
That's just
European.
like
Liquid is a North
It's a
American
top-
organization.
organization.
That counts,
is true.
right? North Americans.
But the team itself
TI
is
again.
European.
Here we go again with digital chaos all over again.
Yeah, it's NA. Well, another win for NA at TI.
Well, it depends
What
what you consider yourself. Liquid consider themselves European, right? Like this year was playing qualifiers in EU, in NA, sorry.
Is the Dota 2 team the only like European Liquid team?
Liquid's not Dutch anymore, guys. Chat. Let's stop. You realize they got investment from like some of the biggest billionaire owners in the United States, right? Let's not. Those guys are not located in the Netherlands. Let's relax, chat. But go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, it was I totally lost my train of thought, to be honest with you, right there.
Okay. Weehaw, what'd you think of the whole all of TI, like the broadcast? Did you watch the panels at all?
The consensus was like TI6 may have been better as a show overall, but they made a lot of unique changes and adjustments to TI7. And since you were home to kind of watch a bit of it, how did you think of it as like a spectator? Like
Well, I didn't watch it, to be honest. I just played Dota, and I watched Liquid, that's it. I
Okay.
just played Dota until Liquid played, and then I watched it, and that's it.
Did you watch the ending ceremony?
Nope.
You didn't watch them
I
mess up
turned
with
it
the
off
champagne?
like halfway through the last game. Oh yeah, I actually saw that, yeah.
You see the clip? What did you think of that?
It could have been better, but obviously the players are just lost, right? They just won $2 million each. Their whole life has changed. They have no idea what happened. Their whole they hit the peak, you know. There's nothing better than first place TI.
Yeah, but you know how to open a champagne bottle, right?
I am a Muslim, you know, so
Oh, okay.
We'll challenge
don't
him
know.
next time we see him.
Well, we could get some cider, put it in there, have a special ceremony for you when you win TI next year, right? From the Chinese region.
yeah, that's fine. That cider's fine.
What's better, awkward champagne opening or girls of ESL?
I mean, girls of ESL.
Or what was it? The females of ESL? What's a better closeout?
Oh, you mean the girls of PGL?
Girls of PGL.
Can we not misattribute that video?
My bad. My bad.
That video had the honest intentions. It
Oh,
was
who
a
did that
celebratory
video?
video.
Whose idea? I don't know.
Let's not
I think
call
the
anyone
best
out about that.
ending.
Huh?
The best ending is just like just let the players take the ages. Yeah, lift it up. Be happy. Give them like 5 minutes or something, as much as they need. And once they go out, just switch the camera, and just Gaben comes in and is like, "All right, guys, thank you for watching TI. It's been an amazing journey. Whatever, blah blah. See you guys next year." You know.
Now let's watch him
Bam.
right off in the
You
sunset.
think Gaben has time for that? You kidding me? His time is valuable. You can't have him wait around until the games are over and then say something. Are you kidding? No way. Gaben couldn't even be there live this year, right? They had to pre-record a video.
Yeah, what happened to the welcome to the international, man?
Well,
it was neat to get him involved
yeah.
in the opening video, but we
Dude,
missed
I
him.
was there when Gaben was there, so
Yeah, you were there at the good time.
maybe he'll be there next
I
year.
remember the good times.
I mean,
Hopefully.
a lot of events. How many of these are going to play in? Are you guys going to play in all the minors?
Yeah, it's a crazy
was
season
just-
of Dota.
We're gonna try to qualify for whatever we can, of course. I don't think we're gonna get many invites since we're a newly formed team, so yeah. Just
Well,
gonna qualify.
all you need is like 1 or 2 good results, and then you'll get invited to stuff. I think that's how it works.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
If you are willing to do fun side content, I hear of a major that has qualifiers. That's a very interesting one that occurs in Southern California
Really?
in December. Yeah,
Wait, what?
Really?
The BDS?
a minor.
There's a
Sorry.
BTS minor.
A minor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Am I invited or?
I mean, we'll see. We got to see how this roster does, man.
Yeah.
We can't
Looks
extend
like
you
some
an
good
invite.
players, but we're gonna have to
Don't
see
worry,
some results.
I know I'm not invited. Relax. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
just how life is.
Yeah, but I would like to have you over here. I feel like we can do a fun Meepo skit. What do you think about that?
And we need 4 more Meepo players.
No, we don't.
Can you get
We have
that?
a great graphics effects editing team.
Oh yeah.
We will have 5 Weehas, and they will poof to each other. What do you think about that?
That sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, you should come. You should come by. You like Southern California. You've been in the kind of climate. You were at the DC house, right? What'd you think of that? What'd you think of the Arizona kind of like atmosphere?
I mean, I love Arizona in the summer, but I don't know. It's just nice to live there, but you need to be at a house, I think.
I wouldn't come here now. It is deathly
it
hot.
is.
Deathly
We
hot.
had to turn off the AC for this because it's really loud and you can hear it on camera. So me and Dakota are
Oh
suffering right
my
now.
god! In my car yesterday, I thought I was gonna pass
Yeah.
out. It was so bad. It
But
was way too hot.
that's the good part about it. It's hot, man.
Is it hot
You
over
know,
there?
I'm an Arab dude. I'm like, my blood is Arabic.
Uh-huh.
I need sun. I need heat.
Some,
That's how I survive.
some Arabic players winning TI now. You're not the first. You're not gonna be the first.
I mean, that's good, right?
Yeah, it is. Do you feel a bit of pride about that, or is it just, oh, these guys won, whatever?
I feel a lot of pride, but I think a lot more competitive.
Okay.
There's not
I
many
wanted to
Arab
be the
players.
first.
There's like 3, right? I think it's Yaptor, Miracle, GH, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yap God
All of them good.
qualifying for 2 TIs
Mm.
now.
We don't know anything about Secret yet, right? At all.
Secret. Was
Just
I mean,
they have
Kiss
2 new players.
it was
coming.
no? It was on the. It wasn't it on the leak? Was it on the leak?
They didn't. I don't think they had it on the leak. No, either.
No,
I
they
think
weren't
that's
on the
been
leak?
said is they have 2 new players that are never been on Secret before.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, I kind of know who they are.
Oh, you do.
Oh, you kind of know who
Can
they
you?
are.
Oh, you do know that. So you're one of those people that says, "I know something you don't know, but I'm not gonna say it." Can you at least hint at it? Can we speculate on who these players are?
Well,
No, he's
Not
not really.
really.
I don't want to put you on the spot, dude. It's all good.
I mean, I put myself on the spot right by saying that
yeah,
I know.
you did.
So
You did.
that's on
why
me,
I
not
had-
on you.
That's why I had to ask.
I don't
Yeah, I
think we
mean,
even know
I
who's
think it's
stepping off.
gonna be a good team. I think it's gonna be a good team. The
Okay.
Canada player is amazing.
Do you think this new Secret would be better than the old Secret?
Only time can tell that.
Only time
Oh,
could tell
shit,
that.
okay.
Oh man, the PC.
What do you when Dota drama happens? Weeha, when stuff happens like, roster leaks or a girl uses fake pictures or any, top of the Reddit drama, how do you experience that yourself? Do you have friends that you message on Skype or Discord? Do you just sit in your own little cave and fiend it yourself, or what's your process? Because I know you're a fiend. I know all the pro players are fiends.
I just close the tab and find the game.
That's it?
That's it. I don't care so much about draw. It's I told you. I mean, it's not here, but I don't want to get involved in that. Just let it be. You stay there, I stay here. I'm gonna live my life. I don't care. That's
It's
how
not
I
like
see
you've
it.
never been involved in drama yourself, Wii. I mean, there was a Wii freshing moment way back in the day. Was
Yeah, do
that
people
like the
still bring
one?
that
That
up?
was like the
Maybe
one
that is
experience
the
you were at the
reason.
center spotlight of drama when you're like, I don't want to be there ever again, and kind of.
And when they got kicked, right? When they got kicked from Secret, that was a big deal.
One was kind of his own action, and one was just something he was victim to. You know.
Maybe that's why I'm so like
Sensitive?
distant from it.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. He's like, I don't need to be in the spotlight unless I'm winning. That's fair enough.
Yep.
So how, like, I know you guys don't have a manager. You have a manager right now. You haven't announced it, but do you guys have a coach?
I don't think we're gonna get a coach.
You don't think you're gonna get a
At
coach?
least not for minors.
Did Blitz
or
scar you
Laptop.
that badly at DC?
This was not a coach.
What?
He was a life coach, if you can call it that.
He's a life coach,
Oh,
like a
oh,
mentor.
Blitz wasn't a coach. I thought he was a
Nope.
coach. I thought he coached you guys. What are you talking about?
No, he just helped us.
Oh, wait
That's
till
his
Blitz
role.
hears about
Wait until
this.
Blitz hears about this.
Nice guy.
No, but he
he-
helped you out with a lot of stuff other than in-game stuff. Then essentially.
Yes, he
Okay.
just gave him maybe the dream hack. One of the best friends.
Sorry, are we?
Just what?
Is he cutting out, Eric? Is it? Might be his connection. Can you say something, Lee? Just to check
Hello,
again.
F 123.
How's that
Go
sound?
I'll just bump up his volume maybe a hair.
Is our connection to Romania having issues? Who knows?
It's always the connection is having issues. I'm trying to mind.
Are you playing Dota right now?
Yeah. Are you playing? Are you playing Dota
I don't
while
care
on the
about
podcast?
drama. I'm playing Dota. I don't care about podcasts. I'm playing Dota.
Okay. Sorry, chat. We might have some connection issues, but you know that's what happens when you have a live podcast. We can't edit this out.
No worries.
All right. Let's
You still
see.
here? Or-
Do you want? We're gonna recall you. Okay.
Let's recall him.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. So now that he's off,
Yeah.
we can just say anything we want about him.
I mean, what the fuck is he thinking here?
I know.
Can
Jesus
he just stop
Christ,
being
this
so
team's so
PC
bad.
and just tell us all the dirt?
Oh,
I know. I can't believe you brought up Secret and then didn't leak.
Oh, I
who
know
it is.
something.
Who do you
Psych.
think it's gonna be?
Oh, he's back.
He's
Hey,
back.
what's up,
Oh,
Lee?
hey,
What's
hey,
up,
we were
brother?
talking about you at
Hi.
all. It's all good.
What's up, brother?
What's up,
I
man?
was listening. Don't worry.
Love the new roster.
I have an interesting subject to bring up. I don't know if you know that Tyler One guy who's been streaming Dota now. Apparently, was a popular League of Legends streamer. Brought his big viewer base over to Dota, 13,000 some odd. Of course, I was even curious. I had to tune in. He's a loud guy, but what I learned and what many people had learned is that the new player experience in Dota is pretty sad, bad. You just don't know what's going on. Would you agree with that, Wee? Do you think it's hard for new players to get into Dota 2?
I mean, they're getting into Dota. That's how it is.
That's just how it is. If you want to
there's
play Dota.
nothing- They're just showing you the reality. This is the game. This is what's a good life. People this game, and that's
We're still getting some
it's-
connection
it's-
issues.
It's hard to hear you, but it sounds like you're leaning towards like that's just the kind of game Dota is. It's a highly mechanical game, lots of heroes and stuff, and it's just got a high learning curve. Is that what you're alluding to?
Hello.
So
What about
our internet's being a little
Poopy.
poopy right now, but we'll be right back with him. We'll just take a minute. Do you have anything, if you don't mind, if you can hear us, we're gonna do some testing with production with you right now. But me and Dakota will probably talk about something else for about a minute just to let you reconnect and all that kind of stuff. So, new player experience, not the greatest thing.
Doesn't look like it. I mean, the poor guy, and he's coming in with like League of Legends experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, you know, it's not the same game, but let me put it like a different game. Like, for example, I played a lot of Diablo. I was a big Blizzard nut with Diablo, played it all the way through, and only recently I picked up Path of Exile. And you could actually take a lot of the stuff you knew from Diablo and be able to play Path and get a general idea and just move from there. But I don't think you could play like League of Legends and just go into Dota and be like, ah, yeah, it kind of works in the same way.
Definitely not. But at the same time, it's so easy to, blame the game and the new player experience when our community is like super insular, and everyone is so quick to flame people, even at like 1 or 2K MMR. I know, like when I first started playing, I remember being really bad in the. Well, I'm still pretty bad, but like when I first started and I pick a hero that I didn't know,
yeah,
and I'd be like, guys, sorry, I'm a new hero. I don't even know how these skills work. I'm gonna be like pretty bad. And then when I mess up, people would still flame me. So it's kind of like if you're watching some guy play and he's on your team and he's awful, and he just says, "Hey guys, never played this hero before. Sorry." Like, what are you really gonna do?
No one's
everyone
ever
has
like,
experience.
"Hey buddy, let me hold your hand and help you out right now." They're like, I gotta focus
there's
on my
100
game.
heroes. That shit changes every patch.
Yeah.
Heroes are played and built completely differently every patch. Not everyone's up to date on the meta trends on whether you should build, I don't know, Radiance on Necrolite now, Like, no one knows that. So at the lower levels, no one's making the correct decisions, yet everyone's flaming each other. So it's
also
not
a
a fun
Smurfs,
place.
Apparently, there's like Smurfs all over the
All right.
place.
So apparently we're back now.
All right.
Wait, are you here?
Hi.
False.
False.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, he's here.
You're
Okay.
You're back,
All right.
and it sounds like it may be good.
Sorry about that, chat. But did you hear what we were saying, or
Nope.
Okay, so we were talking about the new player experience. What was it like when you started playing? You probably started playing a long time ago, but
Dota 1, he said.
yeah.
So.
But if you had to start Dota 2 now, do you think you'd be able to get through like the toxicity in the beginning of the game?
I mean, I would probably join them.
You joined
Join
them.
them. Yeah, that's right, you
Yeah.
dirty son of a
Are
guns.
you
Just
a feed down mid player when things go bad?
No, I used to be like that. Not anymore.
No. Do you?
No,
think,
What
unless the
changed,
game's
we-
like completely over, I just kind of keep on trying.
What happened? What changed? Why don't you, did you just get older, more mature? What?
I mean, I just got too many times to low priority.
Just too scary down
gotta
there.
climb up from there.
Yeah.
What
I have 3 Smurfs in low priority for like almost 1 year and a half.
Whoa! You have more
Every time
accounts
I
than
get
just
I
your main
like
one.
I decide to get. Yes, of course. Everybody does. I
It's
think.
like Kaiser Sose of low priority. He's hiding out.
Because when the matchmaking was pretty bad, of course everyone kind of used Smurfs, so
Okay.
they can actually get into games.
What would you say is your go-to What do you do when the game is over, like over, and you want out? What do you do to calm yourself? Like, what do you tell yourself? What do you do in game?
I just go do push-ups.
You do push-ups.
Yep.
Oh, nice. How many can you do now?
At 25.
25. Okay. Are you doing standard like good push-ups where you're looking forward
Yeah.
and your
Or
chest
Romanian
is touching the ground?
push-ups.
Good push-ups.
Okay. You're not doing the one where you're like looking down and like leaning in like this, right? You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
with shaky hands, and no, I don't. I used to do it like that, but that was a long time ago.
Now you got to compete with Rezo. That guy's jacked now, right?
I mean, he can do probably 150 and still be able to run 300 miles.
I heard he can do like 25 pull-ups.
Whoa.
Do whatever you.
Whoa.
That's pretty hard.
He's like insane.
But if
He's
we
going
keep,
to the gym for a year and a
if you
half,
keep going with
2
the push-ups though, and are you still growing the beard? He said he was growing a beard until he wins a tournament. Is that still happening?
Of course it is.
So
I'm
he might
man
be
of
a
my-
jack guy with a beard the next time we see him on land. So watch out. Are you really gonna keep the
I
beard
wish.
going? That was a promise ROTK made back
Yes.
at DAC, and he ended up shaving it. You're gonna keep it going.
I'm a man of my word.
Are you gonna keep it maintained, or are you planning on going full Gandalf if this is a hard
Do you know how many
season?
times you're gonna get stopped at the airport, dude? I'm
I'm
serious.
going full Gandalf, man.
He's gonna go full Gandalf if he doesn't get the win. All right,
do you
cool.
do you already get harassed at the airport?
No.
But with the beard,
Okay,
you're gonna
okay,
get
okay.
stopped.
I don't think.
Yeah, you can hide something.
I've only been stopped for this. Only frame.
Have you never
I
been
don't
stopped
know
for
why.
any esports stuff? They don't see like your keyboard or your mouse, and they're like, clearly something is about to go down this plane.
Nope.
Oh,
Never.
oh wow, lucky guy.
I think everyone's just afraid to be racist, so they think for me. Maybe. I don't know how the world works.
We're all trying to figure out every day.
So, okay, so getting back to the topic about Tomato and how that's going to work, you're saying that he's probably going to move to Europe? Is that like probably what's going to happen, or what?
We're either gonna boot camp or have it us.
And you think that's enough time to like acclimate him to the team and, you know, get ready for playing all these events and stuff?
There's a really long road ahead of us. We're basically good. So that's why I formed this team. And obviously it's really hard for it to work from the beginning. You need like a miracle. Look at Liquid, for example. And they need time. Every single new team needs time. And we're just gonna try as much as we can.
Yeah, that was a lot of what Swindle was talking about in our last episode, is the appreciation for those teams just kind of sticking it out to learn each other and how they work. And just like you said, that was Liquid's process. Their first season, they came up a bit short at the previous TI6, but I mean, now look at them.
I mean, Liquid didn't have good results at all at the start.
Yep.
They had swapped a little bit players. It took them a while, but eventually they got there. I think more patience is probably what some teams need. Obviously, there's some teams that can stay together forever and not get results, so it's hard to say what to do. A lot of these decisions are really hard and have to be made with a lot of forward thinking in mind, and some players kind of live in the moment. Are you kind of one of those guys, Weeha?
I would say so, yeah.
You're an in the moment kind of guy.
I'm just wondering about Liquid right now. Like, the only team that's able to say curse is EG. They've been placing top 3 in really good places this year. I'm not Liquid. They seem like a team that can do it. They can be good, you know, after winning TI. The TI curse might be too strong. I don't know. Well, let's see. You definitely for man when you have $2 million in your pocket. And like best title in the world at a video game. What do you want?
So we're having connection issues again. Sorry, Weeha.
Geez.
But I kind of got the sense of what you said, and I really feel like Dakota did too. So Dakota, why don't you translate that robot speak?
I mean, I try to take it for what it's worth here. Yeah, it sounded like robot fart.
It's an internet issue, chat, so I'm sorry about that. It's not an audio issue on our end or on Weeha's end, so don't blame him for it. It's just internet, and it's being kind of finicky with us right now. I don't want to ask him a question because he's going to robot
Can you hear
again.
me?
Yeah, yes. Can you say something?
Hello, test.
I mean, I can hear him here. Let's move on to some of the other rosters. Do you? I know you don't want to confirm anything, but
we would love to hear your opinion.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your opinion on some
how
of
you
these,
think
so
these teams. Maybe this is a team that will make it out.
These
of a qualifier.
hypothetical teams.
Yeah.
Which ones do you think are the most interesting?
We'll talk about a couple of them. We have like the new supposed PPD team. We have that complexity team that was kind of alluded to. What else is there? We have who else was on that roster league list?
I mean,
the new DC squad.
I think PPD's team is going to be good.
Yeah.
Which team?
Although I don't know. Wait, who is he rumored to play with? PPD.
It's Zai.
Rumored, yeah.
CCNC, PyCat, and Misery.
Yeah.
You like that team?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna do well, but just seems a bit weird having Misery and PPD in the same team.
Is that like
they're kind of the same guy?
Are they the same guy?
Not really the same guy. It's more, they're both leads, right? And gonna have to listen to each other. That's just how teams work, I think. And I don't know who's like that. I think they might, but I don't know. We'll see. But if you get together, think they might be a really great team. TCNC is awesome. Like, it's better.
Like I said, it was going to be a pretty good team, and yeah, it's going to be tricky. We know of Misery. I mean, Weeha has firsthand experience with Misery as a captain and kind of a shot caller, and we know PPD had been filling that void. So who's going to be taking reign as that shot caller on this particular team or this rumored team?
It'd be like a co-shot calling kind of deal.
Co-shot calling.
Like him and Sax are probably gonna split the duty a little bit on their team.
You think a little bit here, a little bit there. Is that a healthy kind of atmosphere to have? Like all the players just kind of chiming in on what they should do. Like, hey, let's go over here, let's make a gank happen. Or do you think it's better for everyone to be unified under like just one voice that's kind of, making those calls in a game?
It's really hard to find a balance. If everyone, it's super hard to balance. I mean, like who to listen to. For example, if two calls are made at the same time, but you have to follow them and you have to do it fast. Like you have to do it instantly almost. And that's the problem when a lot of people are speaking. People don't know who to listen to. The two calls are both good. They're both correct calls, but they're different. And you have to follow. Everyone's confused. Like, I'm playing this shit, or what's happening? I'm going back to not leaving this game, or something like that. I don't know.
So for those that didn't catch that, because he's roboting, sorry, I'm going to translate what you're saying. You're saying that decisions have to be made in a short period of time, and if two people make a call and they're both could be right, people need to know who to listen to and make a decision and execute it quickly. Is that the gist of it?
Yes.
Okay.
That is fine. While one guy is just much easier, but the thing is, maybe that one guy cannot do call the whole time. So somebody has to step up from time to time.
A lot of people talk about how that somebody also tends to be the 5 position. Do you share those kind of feelings as well? It seems like if it is going to be Saksa on your particular team making those calls, he already happens to fall in that position. Do you agree that it mostly should fall in that kind of position? I'm not saying that the 5 has less responsibilities, but he's doing the wards, he's kind of watching out the whole map. Do you think that that's kind of just always the best fit?
Theoretically, it's the best one, right? Always sitting, some polls, some kind of what he's going to do, what that. He's always watching the mini-map, what everyone is, all the school gang is coming and stuff. He can call the shots. While if a mid player is captain, well, the first 5 minutes, he's going to be fighting for last hits. He's going to be looking at those gangs. He needs to do some stuff. And it's kind of hard to do that. And then even later on, to be careful not to get caught, he needs to push out lanes. So they're doing stuff, While the bots are just chilling, They're just watching the map. They're just waiting for an opportunity, and they see it very fast. So theoretically, yes, being a 5 shot is more cork.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of a winning formula for a lot of teams. But there's still a lot of teams out there. They have their star players who are maybe in mid lane. We know for a while. Complexity and Swindle was talking about how he'd been making the call shots as he was in the off lane, and that was difficult. So he's transferring back to the 5. So yeah, it seems to be just kind of the way to go for a lot of these teams.
Okay, Weeha, thank you for coming on with us.
Oh yeah.
I'm really curious to see how this team is going to go, and I really want I want to hear about that new secret team. I don't know. Weeha's teasing stuff with us here. He knows
secret.
Messing with us.
He knows what's happening with Cole. Apparently.
How do you hear about this stuff? Do you just know?
I just know, yeah.
Okay. All right. He's not gonna give us any.
It's like I got my people. I got my secret manager that no one knows about.
There's a deck of cards, and there's something that trumps everything. That's there. Yeah.
Well, do you have any special shout-outs for people you want to say what's up to before we hit the road here soon? Shout out to Skype first.
To BDS, dude. Having this podcast, I felt good. Besides the voice, it's been nice.
We got the Weeha
proof. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, we'll have you on again at some point to discuss how your team's progressing, and hopefully we won't have some internet issues at the end. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for being such a fun guest. And we have you in person. You're not that excited in person, but I know you're very excited behind the mic there. So thank you very much. And for those watching, we're going to be having more podcasts Not just this one, but some other ones coming up. Exciting stuff going to happen here. We're using the set. Looks better and better each time.
Shout out to Rob, Eric, Andrew, everybody here in production.
Last time we just had a wall. Yeah, now we have wood. We got a logo.
Wood with lights.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
We're doing good to the HotCox name.
Okay. Thank you, and good luck.
All right. Have fun on HotCox, guys.
All right.
Oh, we always do.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Good shit. And I guess if we're still live, you can catch this podcast over on our SoundCloud, on our YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to put it on iTunes and all that stuff, too.
iTunes and even Google Play going to be happening here. Good shit.
But do you want to talk about any of the new stuff that's coming out? Do you want to tease any of that?
No, just know that there is more stuff coming. Okay. There's going to be other podcasts.
I can't wait for the one where we actually have the guy here. That's what I want.
Yeah, man. It just feels better. It's more organic.
The mannequin's nice, but if he was here, man, a lot of stuff would be fixed. We wouldn't even have this Skype issue.
Oh yeah,
we wouldn't even be on it.
Well, we gotta do what we can, and at least the word's getting out there, even if it sounds like a scrambled hot piece of robot garbage.
Yeah. So sorry about that, chat. We're gonna try and fix it for next time.
Always welcome for more feedback and thoughts. Of course, you can hit up Beyond the Summit. We'll take that in, and we will continue to make adjustments. But
okay, all right,
we're
thanks.
out. Thank.